Let's fill in the news on Ronaldo today. Now, the news coming out of Madrid from very reliable sources is that Ronaldo is on his way to Juventus for 100 million euros. Let's get the latest.
Everybody in Russia is shocked with those news from Cristiano Ronaldo leaving Real Madrid, but obviously in the capital of Spain, everybody is shocked too. The thing is that today, Giuseppe Pedrerol, who is the presenter and director of Jugones in La Sexta channel in Spain, said that Cristiano Ronaldo will leave towards Juventus because the Italian side will pay 100 million euro to Real Madrid. Who is Giuseppe Pedrerol? He's one of the journalists that has better information from Real Madrid and one of the few journalists in Spain that has direct contact with Florentino Perez, the president of Real Madrid. So if he said that, is that he had permission to say that, and he was very clear. Real Madrid tried to equalize the offer from Juventus, which was 30 million euro per year, but Cristiano Ronaldo told them, according always to Pedrerol, that an era had ended for him at Real Madrid, and right now he wants to start a new project, and that new project seems like it will be Juventus in Italy. So why is this time different from all the other summers? Because we all remember every single summer the same story. Cristiano Ronaldo is upset, Cristiano Ronaldo is sad, Cristiano Ronaldo wants to leave, and in the end he was always renewing his contract with Real Madrid, achieving a new contract, earning more money. Right now Cristiano Ronaldo didn't want to hear the offer from Real Madrid, he just wanted to go to another club as he considers, I repeat that an era has ended for him. And moreover, yesterday in Spain, the national television, Televisión Española, said that Real Madrid had an agreement with Neymar and an agreement with PSG to sign the Brazilian player for 320 million euro. Quickly after that, Real Madrid published an official statement on their website denying that. Everything they said, that was a lie. Today, they haven't denied anything. So that's a huge difference and causes a huge impact and tells us how important is this story, because if yesterday Real Madrid denied what was being said in Spain around Neymar, and today Real Madrid hasn't denied what is being said about their most important player, their star Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe it's because this time it is true. So we'll see what happens in the next days and if there's public statements, but everybody in Spain and in Madrid is shocked because they know that today there's maybe something will change inside the club. Cristiano Ronaldo will leave, and they have been saying that throughout the last months, but right now the journalist that has said that has straight direct contact with Florentino Perez, and he confirmed that in his program.
If this is to be true, this is amazing for Juve, but amazing for Italy, Bobo. I mean, this it changes the league.
We won the lottery.
Yeah.
Yep. Listen, here, get the biggest player in the world going to Italy. Even if it's 33, it's the same thing. The whole world's going to start watching the Serie A again. So more money, more people at the stadium.
Television rights.
Television rights, selling jerseys, because the whole world's going to want to buy Ronaldo's new jersey.
A new shirt, yeah.
So all over the world, they're going to buy the Juventus jersey, you know. So that's fantastic for Juventus. I think they're going to get a tons load of money, ton load of money back from the shirts. Sponsors, TV rights. Higuain probably going to Chelsea.
You'll have to farm a few out to.
It's interesting that it comes a day after LeBron James going to LA. You know, it's a very similar type of move because you talk about the TV rights, but Jorge Mendes, the agent for Cristiano, had an 11-year feud with Juve. So Juve had been after Cristiano because they want to win the Champions League. And I think João Cancelo is a defender at Valencia, and he's moving to Juve. And with that deal, it opened up the relationships again with the super agent, right?
Yeah.
So this deal takes place. But when you look at his rights, you know, Cristiano's imaging rights, he makes double the salary just with his imaging rights. So he just needs a place to land and a place where he can give them a possible Champions League as well.
Why is he chosen, if this is the case? Why would he go to Serie A? Why would he not go? Why would he not go to Germany? Why would he not go to China or Japan?
Germany's only Bayern Munich. That would be the same than Juventus.
Right.
But I think
very similar.
In Germany they are not ready to spend huge money on a player. And the Premier League, that's I think is a good question.
I don't think Germany needs Ronaldo because they have Bayern and they're already okay. Like, I thought he was going to go back to Man United. You go away from Real, you go back to Man United. I didn't think he was going to go to Juve. I don't think the Serie A's the style of play for him, because there's no space in Serie A. It's more a defending competition than an attacking.
But that has changed though, a little bit the last 5 years, right? It's opened up a little bit more. Not like when you played.
Chris, don't think that everyone's going to start playing attacking. It's only Napoli that's attacking. The rest of it's the same catenaccio, said in another word. They're inventing new words now. But it's going to be fun to see him there. I'm very curious.
Well, the question is there a domino effect after this where one of the big Milan clubs...
Well, the question being, I mean, Neymar leaves PSG and goes to Real Madrid,
right?
Which Jamie Eason was suggesting is a possibility. That's huge.
Well, particularly, it's all how everything falls into place. Mbappe was a big target. Paris Saint-Germain said he's not going anywhere, right? So the next big target is Neymar. Dybala as well. You know, is that...
He's... Neymar, if he goes away from PSG, he's going to Real Madrid. 100%.
How will it go within the other players within Juve to have Cristiano, who is by far and away the biggest? I think it's good. He's gonna push him to give more in the Champions League, because that's what they want. Right?
They've won 7 leagues in a row, I think.
Yes.
They're probably going to win the next 2, 3, because there's no one that can compete with him. It's like Bayern in Germany. No one can compete with them. Yeah. They want to win the Champions League. That's why you're buying Ronaldo at 33 years old, spending 100 million euro. This is not a Juve type of how do you say when you buy someone?
Acquisition.
Yeah. You don't get a 33-year-old for 100 million. You get a 22-year-old for 100 million, not 33.
Right.
But they're desperate to win the Champions League. So that's why they're buying him and spending all this money, and probably going to move someone else, maybe we've been hearing.
And that's why they bought Higuain in the first place for 94 million or so from Napoli.
For the Champions League.
Because they thought that would put them over the top to win Champions League. And they've been in 2 or 3 finals.
No way Higuain and Cristiano can play?
I don't think so. What I've heard, he's going to choose with Sarri. Sarri.
Where it's
Sarri.
When they were together at Napoli, so then...
He scored 36 goals, I think, in the league.
And don't forget, the work rate from Ronaldo goes slowly down. So he's 33, and you can only keep one striker up front on his own and can wait for the moment that he will score. I think Higuain will go 100%.
There, Dybala and Ronaldo, who's taking the penalties there?
Who's taking the free kicks?
You need boxing gloves.
Well, that's quite stunning if indeed that is the case. Neymar's name keeps coming up. Right now he is a PSG player. There's been no indication from the French club that they want to sell. But this figure of 320 million euros that Jamie was discussing there, this keeps being bandied about. And Real Madrid, I think, are sniffing in a way that they often have down the years, Gilberto. And when they do that, they tend to get what they want, don't they? Is there a likelihood, do you think, that Neymar could end up yet in Madrid and Ronaldo, if not in Italy, maybe Paris?
Everything can happen nowadays. I cannot figure out, you know, it's not true. But a few weeks ago, there was a rumor about him return to Barcelona. This for me it's not reasonable to
Neymar,
talk about. Yeah, Neymar. But now for Real Madrid, you know, there's something that may happen. You know, I don't know whether it's going to happen right now in the middle of this competition, because you know, we started this conversation. For Brazil, it's not good, this distraction. But after the World Cup, everything can happen. As you mentioned, Real Madrid, you know, they do what they believe is right for them. If they have to sell Ronaldo now, they will do it. If they want to get Neymar to replace him, they'll try everything they can.
Would Neymar bring 50 goals a season with him then? Because that's what, if Ronaldo's on his way out, that's what you're saying goodbye to, isn't it?
I don't think there'll be just the one change. I think there'll be 1 or 2 other changes. But you've asked me about Ronaldo. I'm more than surprised that he's considering at 33 years of age to go into a really tough Italian league. Juventus are the best team. They constantly win the Scudetto there. They're desperate to win the Champions League. But is this the kind of move you want to be making at 33? When I heard that he was on the move, I assumed that he was going to go to Paris Saint-Germain. And I think that still may happen.
Yes, he might yet. I think that probably Real Madrid will sit on the bid and see what else happens during the course of the next 7 to 10 days or so. Yes. So what are they saying in Italy about the prospects of Cristiano playing for Juventus.
How serious are Juventus about Cristiano Ronaldo? Very serious. Maybe the negotiation is still not at the point of Real Madrid already accepting the offer, Cristiano accepting the offer, but Juventus know what they have to do. So means more than 100 million euros to sign him, 30 million euros salary after taxes for Cristiano. Does Juventus have this money? Not at the moment, but they know what is the path to get into that budget. For sure, Higuain and Dybala would have to go. Higuain, it's a news we gave approximately a month-ish ago. Higuain is already on the market since before the World Cup started. Juventus hoping to make some 60 million from him and freeing that 15 million euros salary, including taxes, that Higuain is cashing every month. Same salary is cashing Dybala, and Juventus are ready to put Dybala in a swap deal with Cristiano Ronaldo. There will be anyway 30 million euros missing in a single year, including taxes, to pay to Cristiano. Maybe Juventus could consider also to sell Pjanic to Barcelona, for whom Barcelona are ready to splash some 60 millions. There would be still some 15 millions to find for the salary, but when you are there, you find a way if you have the goodwill.
100 million, Andy. It's more than they paid for him. What a return, if indeed they are getting that at this stage of his life and career.
Exactly. What is he now, 33? He's in his 34th year. He'll probably be 34, I think, before the season starts. It's an awful lot of money, even for Cristiano, at that age. But, you know, he's not one of these 34-year-olds that you look at and think, he's going to have to retire any minute now. You know, he's a superb athlete. He looks after his body amazingly well. He looks after his fitness extraordinarily well. And maybe because, I know Trevor, I think it was Trevor was saying, why would you want to go into a league like that? Well, maybe because it's Juventus. Maybe because they are winning the league every year. That it's not going to be as difficult if he went to Milan or Inter or somewhere like that, where he would really probably struggle. So perhaps the fact that it's Juventus, the fact that they're going to win the league probably again next year, maybe that's an attraction.
Christian Vieri, who was with us earlier, is convinced that Higuain, incidentally, is on his way to Chelsea, so this might be also part of the jigsaw.
But the Italian league is not like the English league or the Spanish league.
But it's not like it was, Trevor, is it?
Well, it's still tough and it's still very defensive. You know, you get far more opportunities to score goals in Spain as you do in England. He will not get the same kind of chances because teams, they get so many players behind the ball, and we've seen this in this World Cup. You know, how many times have we actually seen two teams actually trying to beat one another? You know, so often teams get players behind the ball not to lose. And that is first and foremost in Italy. So many teams play not to lose.
Yes, but then isn't that when you need somebody with pace and someone who can spring?
He can still perform, but I go back on what I was saying. At almost 34 years of age, I think it's a huge ask, and I think it's a huge gamble that Ronaldo would be taking. When you consider the career that he's had, you know, does he need to go improve himself again in the toughest league in Europe? Because that's what it is.
Maybe it's not him instigating it, though. I mean, like you said before, Real Madrid sit at the hub of this, and they generally get what they want. You look at the Lopetegui, the manager, the Spanish manager, before this tournament started. If Real Madrid want Neymar, and then they have to make room, then there is an opening.
It sounds to me something to deal with if they want.
It sounds to me, if it may be a kind of smoke screen, stick it out there, 100,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And then let's see what else.
To concentrate minds elsewhere.
The truth of the matter is, Trevor's right. If Ronaldo wants to get 40 goals next season, he better be playing in the French league. That's for sure. Then he might get 40.
Well, he might as well go back to Man United.
Well, he won't get 40 there.
No chance.
Won't
You
get
think
40
he'd
in
get
that
40
league.
goals a year for United?
You get 30.
Anyway, they've just spent all their money on Fredji.
Yeah.
And the agent.
He's a midfield player, isn't he?
Not all the money.
Right.